Without community, there is no liberation. The difference between poetry and rhetoric is being ready to kill yourself instead of your children. Unacknowledged class difference rob women of each other's energy and creative insight. If they cannot love and resist at the same time, they probably will not survive. I learned so much from listening to people, and all I knew was the only thing I had was honesty and openness. Life is very short, and what we have to do must be done in the now. Your silence will not protect you. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. We must wake up knowing we have work to do and go to bed knowing we have done it. Nothing I accept about myself can be used against me to diminish me. We do not need to become each other in order to work together. If you can change reality, change your perception of it. Next time ask, what's the worst that will happen? Then push yourself a little further than you dare. It is not our difference that divides us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. I am not free while any woman is unfree, even when her shackles are very different from my own. Revolution is not a one-time event. I write for those women who do not speak, for those who do not have a voice because they were so terrified, because we are taught to respect fear more than ourselves. We have been taught that silence would save us, but it won't. Black women are programmed to define ourselves within this male attention and to compete with each other for it rather than to recognize and move upon our common interests. I know that my people cannot possibly profit from the oppression of any other group, which seeks the right to peaceful existence. Some women wait for themselves around the next corner and call the empty spot pace. But the opposite of living is only not living, and the stars do not care. If I didn't define myself for myself, I would be crunched into other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare. I am deliberate and afraid of nothing. If our history has taught us anything, it is that action for change directed against the external conditions of our oppression is not enough. I have come to believe over and over again that what is most important to me must be spoken, made verbal and shared, even at the risk of having it bruised or misunderstood. Change is the immediate responsibility of each of us, wherever and however we are standing, in whatever arena we choose. Even the smallest victory is never to be taken for granted. Each victory must be applauded. Tomorrow belongs to those of us who conceive of it as belonging to everyone, who lend the best of ourselves to it, and with joy. Only by learning to live in harmony with your contradictions can you keep it all afloat. Well, I do not want to be tolerated nor misnamed. I want to be recognized. The learning process is something you can incite, literally incite, like a riot. Attend me, hold me in your muscular, following arms. Protect me from throwing any part of myself away. Poetry is not a luxury. It is a vital necessity of our existence. Oppressors always expect the oppressed to extend to them the understanding so lacking in themselves. We are African women and we know, in our blood's telling, the tenderness with which our foremothers held each other. We are the one that you are looking for. The master's tool will never dismantle the master's house. I have to believe that Caring for myself is not self-indulgent. Caring for myself is an act of survival. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. Each time you love, love as deeply as if it were forever.